Hello, World Wide Web. I'm Dr. Shado, and we're back on The Predator. Pre-release, early draft. Well, I don't know how early, but it's a draft of the script. And we just got to the point where the original Predator is about to wake up, I think. And for some reason, Olivia Munn thinks it wanted to be captured. Because that's what it does. That's the sense it makes. So, that's when alarm klaxons peal through the complex. What's happening? Traeger's aide clutches a phone receiver and yells, "Proximity alert, sir! Bogey's inbound! Range 200 miles!" At which point, without warning, the Predator's eyes snap open just like that! Alert, calm, calculating, we realize it was playing possum. Casey leaps backward, liberates a tranquilizer rifle from a nearby rack. She hoists it, backs away, full defense mode. Everybody get out now! She stabs the code for the decon chamber. Hatch is open. She leaps inside, except she's the only one. Everyone else is going for their sidearms as, BAM! The Predator moves, snaps its restraints like they were paper, rises from the table, and interior decon chamber. The hatch closes, sealing her in. Chamber secure. Remove garments. Casey, sweating, fumbling at the catches of her hazmat suit. Isn't this thing going to just burn off another layer of her skin? That's really not good. Just losing one layer of skin. Bad news. It's just going to burn off another one. I mean, skin doesn't grow that fast. How the fuck do these motherfuckers that work here every day deal with getting 2 layers of their skin burnt off? Every day. It's like the whole fucking body is nothing but scar tissue. Jesus. Okay. Casey, sweating, fumbling at the catches of her hazmat suit. Come on! Interior, main lab. That moment, security man rushes to restrain the Predator, but it swipes at them with its talons, ducks, parries, tosses them like ragdolls. Speed and stealth, mind-numbing. Interior, decon chamber, with Casey, seeing this, terrified, while at the same time desperately trying to disrobe. Blood splatters the window. Interior, main lab, scene. The Predator rampaging. Cowell draws the weapon, but it grabs him by the hair, snags a scalpel in the other talon, a samurai, beheads him with the scalpel. The next second, slices off his hand, then beelines the decon hatch. How does it know it needs the fucking hand? And now it's fucking using scalpels. I'm pretty sure a Predator is more than capable of just ripping a motherfucker's head off. In fact, I've seen them do it several times. It seems like a scalpel would just get in the fucking way. Same with the hand, probably. But anyway. Or he just rip the entire arm off if he needs it. He could just carry the whole body. It's like nothing to a Predator. But rip off the arm if you really want to make it that much easier to carry. And boom! Done. You don't gotta fucking just cut off the hand with a fucking scalpel like you play in goddamn Surgeon Simulator. Beelines to the decon hatch. Spoils in hand. Presses Cowell's head and hand to the scanners. Then, nightmarishly, mimics the dead man's voice exactly. Cowell, Sean H. So, at least that brings back the mimicry. I mean, the Predator's ripping up at the doors like he did in the final movie made a little more sense than him going through this fucking lock system. But at least he mimics. At least they admit that Predators can mimic in this version of events. A green light bleeps. Access granted. Interior decon chamber. Skin burned complete. Casey's scooping up her clothes as the hatch shushes open behind her. She spins, naked, clutching the trank gun. And there's the Predator, trembling, breathless. Casey levels the weapon, pulls the trigger, a dry click. Jammed! The Predator cocks its head at her. Is it smiling? How the hell is that even possible with a Predator face? And then it simply moves past her, sparing her. As Casey breathes in short, terrified bursts, we completely ignore the fact that she had a weapon pointed at the thing. I mean, in the final version of it, she's just naked and trembling and, sitting there like, oh, God, please don't kill me, and clearly no threat. So leaving her behind makes a lot more sense than her pointing a gun at it and trying to shoot it, and it just doesn't work. Oopsie. I mean, Exterior sky over Central America. Night! 3 F-22 Raptors slice the sound barrier following the Predator ship's last known position. Interior F-22 cockpit. Flying. Night! on the lead pilot as he checks in his instruments. We hear Catfish 1 approaching vector, triangulate SAM radar over, interior, underground corridor, that moment. The 3 tactical mercs spin round a bend, rifles up as they clatter past an alcove. 2 muscular arms swipe out. Glitch, not glitch, it's just glitch. He's just zam boofing the script. Talons puncturing flesh, severing brain stems. 2 down. The remaining merc spins gun up. Predator, weaponless. Fuck it. Scoops a machine gun in each hand. Butter. The merc topples. The Predator calmly drops the guns. Retrieves Cowell's head and hand from the floor. So it just went total fucking Rambo there. So there was actually dialed back in the final production where he just picks up one gun and swing shooting it. Now he went just because why the fuck not, Shane? I mean, why the fuck not at this point? Interior decon chamber. Casey finishes pulling on her clothes. Notices on the floor splatters of phosphorescent green blood. She looks back in the lab at the trank gun cartridge on the rack. Then, something arguably more important, the mysterious specimen vial she saw earlier. Okay, so she's already outside. She's already in the decontamination room, but she's now looking to go back in the lab. Right? Interior corridor. As before, the Predator approaches a vault door again, uses Cowell's viscera to override security, tosses them aside, and enters. Interior, a high-security vault, like a bank vault, but for the Predator technology, which makes a lot more sense than the fucking display cases. The Predator rummages, tossing items aside violently, plainly looking for something, but not finding it. Frustrated, it grabs what it knows. A new wrist gauntlet, a plasma cannon. Finally snatching up a third object, a bent, scorched battle mask. With this last, it does an odd thing. Lifts the mask to its eyes. With one hand, taps a code on its side. Blip. POV through the mask. We're seeing what it is seeing. Here is the weird part. Wherever it is, it's not the room he's currently in. Blurry, faulty transmission. Still, oddly familiar. We're seeing Rory's bedroom. What the fuck? Cut to interior Rory's basement. Same time. The other mask, Rory's, leaning against the wall, face out with a green light blinking as it transmits back to POV blurred. We see Rory at his bench. Back to us. Now we snap zoom into a spot on the wall near the kid's head. A drawing of a pit bull. Taped there, along with other drawings, in the corner, printed neatly. Rory Declan McKenna, grade 6, Gordon Middle School. The Predator lowers the mask, turns with new purpose, taps its wrist, and, with a glitching shimmer, cloaks, vanishing. Exterior compound above, night. The VA bus stops mid-compound. Alarms continue to wail through the facility. Soldiers approach. Soldier, sit tight. It's been a breach. Okay, so this time, the bus had to go from bringing him to be lobotomized to the place where the showdown is taking place. Whereas in the final version, the place he was interrogated and the place he was going to be lobotomized all happen to be in the same facility where this Predator was being held at the same time. God, it's just weird. Okay. Okay. Soldiers approach. Sit tight, there's been a breach. Interior VA bus, Sane, McKenna, and Williams are apprehensive. What's going on? Interior underground corridor, dressed and clutching the trank rifle, Casey follows a trail of Predator blood to the still open vault. Immediately sees it's been ransacked. What the hell was it looking for? A bleeding medtech stumbles around the corner, sees her. Dying medtech. Please. It mustn't get away. It won't. Not my space animal. Okay, so that was also in the script already. Dear God. She turns, sprints out of frame, and meanwhile exits sky, the F-22s. Flying in formation, pilots scanning the horizon. Radio chatter. Catfish 1, still no visual. Check your 6, 2, and 3 over. Interior Rory's house basement same. He's back to his video games. Because of course he is, the fucking loser. Then, bored, he picks up the Kujad. Punches in the code from before. Just for the hell of it. And exterior sky over Central America night. The Predator ship appears out of nowhere, smack in the trajectory of the 3 Raptor jets. Radio voice 1, filtered, holy shit. Voice 2, filtered, heads up, Bandit 305. Quick cuts as they quickly course correct, milliseconds before impact. Interior VA van, abandoned base, night. Something outside the bus catches McKenna's eye. A dark figure emerging from a bunker in the distance. A hulking, lithe, humanoid, chameleon shape, shimmering. McKenna nudges to Williams, who squints. The thing flickers, seems to vanish in mid-stride. Williams stiffens. Your little green friend? Yep. Turns invisible. Yep. Goddamn space aliens. Exterior compound up top. That moment, Casey emerges into the night. Triangle gun in the ready. Comes around the edge of the building. Sees a Predator blood trail. Interior VA bus as before. Alarm klaxons waiting outside. Waiting outside. McKenna, fraud, struggling to concoct an escape strategy. Williams sees the look. Doesn't like it. That thing killed my men. Yeah, they'll do that. Stay on the bus. What are you, nuts? We gotta move. Exactly. Stay on the bus. McKenna, thrown. Williams looks at him, sidelong. It's a bus. He swivels his head, a barely perceptible nod to Coyle. Hey, Baxley, if your mom's vagina was a video game, it'd be rated E for everyone. These jokes were in there for fucking ever, and they just sat on them like, yeah, these are fucking great. They're staying. The second AB rattles a cage door with his baton. Knock it off. Seriously, what's the difference between 5 big black guys and a joke? Baxley's mom can't take a joke. Baxley, out of his seat so fast he's a blur. Manacles clutched in his fists. He wraps them around Coyle's neck, choking him. Coyle gasps, sputters. The second MP fumbles with his keyring as the first unclips his sidearm, adrenaline spiking, yells to the prisoners, everyone on the floor, face down. The others obey, kneel with heads bowed as the second MP unlocks the cage door, grabs a Remington 870, pump action from its mount. Both men run up the aisle to back of the bus as they pry the 2 prisoners apart. The first MP reaches for the baton on his belt, except, shit, it's not there, because Baxley just nabbed it, swings it to the back of the MP's leg. So Baxley was in on it the whole time now? Instead of your magic man who was showing that he has quick fingers? It's your angry dude. Just angry stuff. Okay, just got it. Swings it into the back of the MP's legs. He goes down hard as second MP whips the shotgun up. Barely in time to register. Coyle right in front of him. Shoves the barrel with his palm so it clicks the MP in the forehead. Crack! Dropping him. Coyle grabs the shotgun and tosses it to Williams, who spins, cocks it. Okay. Cocks it, ka-chuk, and levels it at the driver. Whoopsie. The driver puts his hands up as Baxley and Coyle, the best of friends now, snag at the guard's keys and start unlocking the prisoner's shackles. A ruse from square one. So Baxley was in on it from the beginning. So were they always planning on this, and they were just making the jokes as time goes on that seemed to piss him off, but really didn't, because they were planning this escape well before they knew they needed to escape? They just have an escape plan. And it was very fortunate that they had to escape from an alien at the time, and they had already planned an escape. Yep. Short of his manacles, Williams takes the driver's seat. I need that alien. Don't think he'll board the bus willingly. Just get me close. Well, that was a lot more sense than I'm a sniper, just get me close, because that's not how sniping works, as many in the comments pointed out. It was kind of obvious I didn't say anything, but all you had to do was say, I'm a sniper, just get me close, and it's like, yeah, that's a dumb fucking line. Williams jerks the bus into gear and guns it! Exterior compound with the Predator as it cloaks and decloaks itself. 1 second, it's there. The next, gone, vanished. It leaps, parkour style, alights on a rooftop, and suddenly pauses, ears pricked. Predators have ears? It darts a look skyward as, without warning, the Predator mothership appears. Blast across the sky, holy shit, shearing through the atmosphere, and, with even less warning, 2 F-22 fighter jets in pursuit. Jesus, flashing through frame, fucking deafening as, with the VA bus, it punches through a fence, chain link whipping away. Interior VA bus driving. Williams is driving like a madman, eyes darting between the spaceship and the building below. McKenna yells, "Open the door!" He yanks at the Remington from Williams. Doors hissing open. McKenna drops it sideways on the open steps, sighting up the barrel of the weapon. Cold intent, everything goes silent. Gun sight POV, and there it is. Through his sight, the trademark Predator distortion, nearing the tree line. Cut to Casey on the run. Tops a ladder, swings into a rusty metal bridge. High ground, surveys the compound. Bingo, blood trail, 12 o'clock. A sudden rumble, she looks down, sees the VA bus thundering under the bridge. She times her jump, drops down onto the roof. Thunk. Swivels the trank gun, targeting the tree line just as exterior ground level the bus. McKenna leaps free, shotgun tight in his chest. He tucks and rolls, comes up, gets off 2 shots. Too little, too late. The Predator vanishes over the perimeter wall. As an afterthought, the creature lashes out, severs a light pole. It crumples downward. Interior VA shuttle. Williams sees the obstacle. Shit! Stands on the brakes. The bus collides with the massive pole. Tires blown as on the roof. Casey loses her footing. Topples backward, still clutching the trank gun. She squeezes the trigger involuntarily, and a dart embeds itself into her foot. She rolls off the top of the bus like a string-cut marionette. Now, in the actual movie, she was still conscious for a while and willingly jumped off the bus, but McKenna, who was telling her to jump, then was distracted for a second and didn't catch her. Ha! So funny. McKenna sees her pitch off the side, scrabbles to catch her, then quickly registers the armed security men moving in from all sides and hastily, comically frees just as whomp. Okay, so that did fuck. Then why did you script this 2 different ways that she fell? Rolls off the top of the bus, and then jumps off the top. She left the top of the bus twice here. Wait a minute. Okay. Casey lands on the ground with an ugly clud. She rolls over, groggy. So much for Prince fucking Charming. At the bus, the others scramble out as Nebraska Williams spots a small open Quonset hut with a column of vintage army green Harley motorcycles. He yells, "Get to the choppers." Yeah, he certainly fucking does. Exterior compound at the bus. One of the mercs sees Casey on the ground. He taps a switch to his video headset. Cut to interior main lab underground. As before, Trigger has his own glass-like headset with the merc's POV. Sir, Trigger sighs, deep regret. No witnesses. Exterior compound back to top. The merc about to follow orders when a burbling roar fills the air and McKenna comes over the top. Airborne on his howling Harley, lurching off an embankment, fires midair, blam blam, takes out the dude's legs. That's a hell of a lot more badass than just bitch slapping him down. Lands, fishtails madly, steers towards Casey, pure Steve McQueen. Scoops her up, and here comes the Loonies, Williams in the lead, a phalanx of crazy-ass Hell's Angels. The recovering mercs open fire as the cycles blast forward out of the compound as we cut to exterior sky over Texas. That moment. Stop calling it that moment. No one knows what the fuck you're talking about. Say what the fuck is happening, not that moment. Oh, it's that moment. Most of the fucking script is referred to as that moment. The F-22s fly alongside and above the now visible Predator spacecraft, rocking their wings. On the lead pilot intercut. Go 02, go 03, go whatever the fuck you're going. Go 0 first. Air-to-air missiles spew from the Raptors and rip across the surface of the Predator ship. It bucks and wobbles as exterior sky protects as the aerial pursuit. The F-22's bank off the predator ship tumbles smoking. A glitching shimmer as it manages to cloak itself on one final time, seconds before it impacts. And now, out of sight. One week hinted at our opening, an invisible crash. The leafy canopy explodes. Then a careening debris field forming before our eyes. All that's missing is a ship that's causing it. Exterior of the crash site, night. Tendrils of vapor rise, and interior predator ship, same. Amidst choking smoke, the upgrade rises from its seat, touches a switch. A panel opens, revealing a dank, cramped compartment. Inside, barely glimpsed, the eerie silhouette of two slobbering, four-legged creatures. Whoa. Cut to... I'm going to be leaving this here. Yeah, whew. This is hurting my throat. Been doing it a while. But yeah, this here has been the Predator early draft script. Now we're up to page 48. How nice. How many pages this should have? 133. Fuck me. Fuck me. But yeah, I mostly feel it's just like the Predator. At least this part I'm in, and therefore I don't like it. So, it's interesting when we find the oddities and the little things that are different here and there, but I still don't know why the fuck they had fucking Olivia Munn fall off the roof of the bus twice. I mean, they scripted it happens once, but they wrote that she rolled. It's like who wrote it didn't know what the words meant. It rolls off the bus. That means roll off. No longer on. She's off. So, I mean, that is exactly what was said, right? It's just... Okay, so, yeah, here she rolls off the top of the bus like a string-cut marionette. Now, once you're off the top of the bus, unless what she did was she rolled off the top of the bus and then really quickly clung to a window, I don't see how she rolled off the bus and then... Unless like, he sees her pitch off the side and then goes to try and catch her, and then instantly, like, it's such a small window of opportunity. She starts falling off the bus. She's rolled off the bus. Then he sees that she is falling off the bus. So she is already falling at this point, and he is going to catch her. But then before he manages to catch her, then he notices someone else and then doesn't catch her, which makes it funny. Somehow. There's not enough fucking time for that shit to happen like that. But anyway. Yeah, there are things that are worked better in the movie, and there's things that work better in the script, and there is just... Most of it still just doesn't fucking work, and it really doesn't help. So, yeah. The Predator got himself caught... because he wanted to, because he figured this was the best way to get his gear back rather than just kill every motherfucker around him and take his gear. He just waited to get captured and studied first, then kill every motherfucker around him and take his gear. Because sense. Thank you all for watching. I am Shado, and remember, you can't judge a book by its cover. You can only get the full knowledge of just how shit it is from digging into every single